What's up everyone, I'm Steve and welcome to another video in the Foundations of Money series. In this video, I'm going to talk about health savings accounts and why they might be the hidden investment secret. You ready? Let's go. So what is an HSA, a health savings account? Well, it is an account that helps you pay for your medical expenses. And these are qualified medical expenses. So you can't just buy anything. It has to be qualified based on the federal government, what it considers to be a qualified expense for a medical procedure or a dental procedure, things like that. And this is money that can be invested in a variety of mutual funds. Now, your HSA is not FDIC insured. It is possible to lose money just like with any investment account. So it's not a guaranteed return. But like most long-term investments appreciate in value over time. So there's a good chance that you will wind up making money with an HSA, but it's not guaranteed because it's not insured. It's just like a regular investment account. Here are the 3 best things about it. The most important thing of all, HSAs or health savings accounts are pre-tax, which means any money that you contribute to your HSA reduces your taxable income just like your traditional 401k would, which is awesome. And when you need to use any of that money in your HSA for one of the approved expenses, medical expenses, you can take that money out tax-free. That money grows tax-free, which is awesome. And your relatives, your family, your company can all contribute to your HSA. It's not just something that you have to fund. It is open to funding from a variety of sources, which makes it very flexible that way. By the way, if you're looking for a list of all the qualifying expenses for HSAs, a link will be in the description. You can click over and take a look at that. And unlike flexible spending accounts, health savings accounts is not a use it or lose it kind of thing. So you don't have to spend all that money at the end of the year or you lose it. It just rolls over to the next year. It's just like a traditional investment account. You keep your unspent balance year after year, and that's what makes this account so great. And best of all, if you don't use your health savings account for qualifying expenses, by the time you're 65, it basically turns into an IRA. You can withdraw money from your HSA for any reason. It doesn't just have to be one of the qualifying expenses. For any reason, as long as you're 65 or older, you will get taxed on that money as income, but you will not pay a penalty or a fee for using that money for something other than a qualified medical expense. If you do that before you're 65, then it is still taxed and you pay a 20% penalty. But once you have crested that 65 mark, it's just a regular IRA and you can treat it like a regular investment account. And that is super nice. And most HSAs will issue you a debit card that you can use for prescriptions and things like that for any expense straight away, so you don't have to buy it with your regular card, submit a reimbursement request and get reimbursed. That debit card is there to make things a little bit easier. And your HSA will follow you if you change up your health insurance plan or you go to another company or you retire. It's not something that you lose. It's always tied to you directly, so it will move wherever you go. Now, let's talk about eligibility. Not everyone is going to be eligible for a health savings account, and not all companies are going to offer a health savings account. The downside to a health savings account is it's tied to a high deductible health plan, which means every time you need a medical procedure or you're spending money for a medical expense, you're spending more money because your health insurance plan has a higher deductible. So you have to get up to that point before that insurance plan starts to foot the bill. But then that's where the HSA comes in. You have a higher deductible, but you have the HSA there that's hopefully growing in the market to help you pay for those expenses. So it's a give and take. However, depending on your medical, your health situation, it may or may not be economically wise for you to have an HSA. So that's something that you'll definitely have to consider. If you're at work and your company offers an HSA, talk to them, get some advice. Maybe a financial planner can help you as well to figure out whether an HSA is going to work appropriately for you. But you do need a high deductible health plan in order to be eligible for an HSA. And of course, contribution limits exist for HSAs just like they do for traditional 401ks and Roth IRAs. Those contribution limits will be listed down below in the comments. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something about health savings accounts and why they're such a great option for so many of us, because they turn into regular retirement accounts if we don't use them. It's our money. All right, we will see you next time. Peace.